I was a runner for several years, and one of our training principles was this idea of getting a lot of mileage in, a high amount of volume. And today's video is aimed at accomplishing the same thing, as far as I'm in pursuit of developing the skills to speak clearly, and especially in light of the videos that I've already created. And through this process, I've identified shortcomings, areas of weakness for myself personally. The goal today is just to, just gain some volume, some mileage in speaking about different topics. The way I want to do that is I have a random topic generator in front of me. So I will generate a new topic and give myself, I probably won't cap myself on time, just so that I can challenge myself to speak concisely or arrive naturally at a conclusion, rather than have the ease of knowing, being able to look at the timer and slow it down then. So I think I'll just go straight into it. First topic we have is tattoos. Okay. I guess it's interesting. It's just tattoos. Tattoos are something that different people have. And I think it's a way to express your values, or something that's interesting to you, or something that's important to you, or maybe it's just for fun, which I suppose you could argue is a declaration of your values, just in not the straight up, if I were to have a certain word or phrase, it's different, I guess. Tattoos are, I guess they're technically not a permanent thing, because you can get them removed, but the overall, I think, sentiment people have towards them when they think about if they don't have one but they want to get one, there's this idea of permanence, which I think just points to the importance maybe of making a decision thoughtfully. I grew up in an environment where tattoos were maybe not as normalized as they are in other parts of the world, and that's just that there's no data behind that. It's just a speculation that I'm just assuming. But the reason I say that is because for me, growing up, tattoos, I had this impression that not that they were necessarily bad, but they were, I guess, because they were perhaps less normalized, there was less of a conversation, less of a dialogue around him. And I saw them be something that necessitated a conversation around, if it was my friends, I saw it spark an interesting conversation that exposed the dynamic between my friends and their parents, for example. And I thought that was really interesting, how you could get an insight about a family's communication patterns or system from this topic, for example. Tattoos. Next topic. Are there any songs that always bring a tear to your eye? I had an uncle, and he died when I was maybe 13 or 14. He served in the military, and so they folded the United States military, and when he died, we had a service for him, and they played taps, and for several years afterwards, I would hear taps at different times throughout the year, and that was it always brought back that emotionality, that sense of immense grief and loss. My uncle died of a heart attack, and it was sudden, and he played a huge role in my life growing up. So yeah, it was interesting to observe how powerful music was, and how tightly coupled an emotion or suite of emotions can be to music, and how that can bring back something. It reminds me of how I think it's like the olfactory section of the brain is, or sense, is really, it's very connected to like the hippocampus. So similarly, smell, the sense of smell has strong links to memory. Yeah. Last topic, Salvation Army. The Salvation Army is something I associate with Christmas for some reason. I think I don't hear about them or never like see anything having to do with them until the holiday season, where typically it's a person on the street corner wearing red and shaking a bell. I guess that's 3 topics. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.